think I'm live. Let me double check. I always screw this up. I doubt today will be an exception. Oh my god, I nailed it first try. Okay, so a couple people were actually out skating today, but I kind of already pre-committed to streaming. There was talk about going to this abandoned water park, but then not enough people were kind of like down to go skate, which makes sense because, you know, Thanksgiving. So I think they went and ended up skating this like fun curb spot, but yeah, I'm gonna do this instead. No other real plans today. I don't know what you got going on. The only dilemma that I have is like what's gonna be open to eat. Luckily, the coffee shop that I always go to was sort of open. They were only doing coffees. They had no, the bakery was closed, so that meant that I literally went to 7-Eleven and I got a muffin. 7-Eleven muffin and a fancy coffee shop mocha. Let's see, docs, so I can see what you guys are saying, because that's not open right now. Here we go. What are we looking at? There we go. We need more big boards. I'm a size 13. Yeah, you ain't wrong. Powell has a bunch of wild sizes, though. What up, 138? The number one commenter on all my videos, first one in. Pretty sure that's you. I'd have to actually go look it up. Are you the one who always leaves the skateboard emojis? Like, someone has... They must have, like, an alarm or something on their phone. Because they are always... Or, like, some sort of bot that automatically comments the second my video goes up. Like, there's people who are posting, like, oh, first, second, third. And they're, like, a full solid, like, 15 seconds behind this guy. We'll turn the speed. I figured we could start this off, though, by watching a Happy Medium HD, just because I haven't seen it. I'm sure if you watch any other streamers, you've seen them watch it. But I haven't watched it, and I have a couple friends in it, including Pal Peralta teammate, Killian. And I also told him I was going to talk about his part, so might as well do it on Thanksgiving, you know? Let's see, docs. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Did I check out Mowgli's live from yesterday? No, what happened? I was just watching a stream of an emo... What? I don't know what that word means. Saying, ooh it, over and over again. I got nothing better going. It sounds like you do have something better going on, because that sounds pretty sick. Am I still injured? So today, we went to the coffee shop, and like walking down my stairs, my ankle cracks with every step if I lean forward. But I probably have like a solid 5 minutes of straight walking with like barely any limp. So, so the doctor said probably 2 to 3 months. At my age, I'm leaning more towards 3 months, but it seems to be healing very fast, and I'm like doing a lot of things to try to like speed up the process. So normally when I have a rolled ankle, I just kind of like try to wait it out, right? And then what normally happens is when you're hurt, you kind of want to spoil yourself, so I'm not exactly eating healthy. I'm probably drinking more soda. I am gaining weight, for sure. Dude, how much do you think I weigh? I'm 5'6". Take a guess how much you think I weigh. Because I think I'm, in general, heavier than I look, and I don't know why. But I weighed myself the other day over a friend's house. I don't have a scale here. And I was surprised. And for the first time in my life, I can feel... Like, it feels like there's, like, a layer on me. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I've never had... like, I'll get, like, little love handles and stuff when I'm hurt, but I've never had this. 165? No, more. 165 is, like, my pretty normal weight. More than 160. 170, you're closer. I weigh more than 170, though. About 1 ton. Finally, someone gets it. Do I look thin? Thank you. The board giveth and the board take. Dude, I haven't even skated my own pro board yet. Or my own design by board yet. 175. I weigh 178. Surprising. I think it's surprising. Especially like, yeah, I don't know what it is. It's probably all the chest hair or something. My ankle cracks with every step on a treadmill. Happy Thanksgiving, Toy. Do a flip? I wish. But I'm thinking probably 2 months from now. Oh, look, 2 months right here. See? 2 months from now, I'll probably be able to skate. I'm hoping, like, when the doctor was like, you'll probably be able to skate in 3 months. All I heard was that's curbs in 2 months. But I'm not sure. Like, when when we went to that mini ramp, that was like my 5th day with rolled ankle. It was like impossible for me to like climb up the mini ramp. I had to like army crawl up it. And I was still on crutches at that point, but it's healing crazy fast. Like I'm taking a bunch of supplements. I'm doing all the correct PT exercises. I have an appointment with a sports therapist this week. So it seems to be healing way faster than it did last time. Last time I had this high ankle roll, and the MRI said that I had torn the tendon connecting my ankle to my leg, and then I tore some tendons underneath the ball of my ankle, which is the main one that I feel. That's the one that hurts more, even though it's like a less severe tear. Yeah, I hopefully we can get it down to like 2 months, but we'll see. You're 6'3" and 230. I back that. It sounds about right. I don't know how much someone who's 6'3" should weigh. Play more chess. You forget to eat sometimes. Dude, I've been playing more chess, actually. Do chess live streams? Dude, no way, dude. I can't. Dude, so many people want me to go public with my chess, dude. No. Everyone's going to learn my openings. I'm finally, like, and people are always asking my ELO, too. So the highest ELO I had was 1100. And that was that's the first time I rolled my ankle when I first moved to California. I was playing a bunch of chess. Since then, I've only gotten worse. Right now, my ELO is, I'm not going to say, but like, I had to resort back to the London Open just to get my ELO score higher again. I just played the first couple games over the board, though, the other day with a friend, and I smoked them, so maybe I'll get there. If I get back to where I was as far as how good I was at chess, maybe I'll dork around and live stream it every once in a while. But yeah, I saw Danny Torres' broken ankle. Did you see the footage of it? She posted the footage. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. It's like it reminds me of the broken ankle that is it John Alley sponsored me video? That no Austin Stevens. So in the Toy Machine bonus footage of, I want to say it's the Suffer the Joy, but maybe not. Maybe it's the one before that. There's his sponsor me videos in it, and he's trying a trick on Blubba. I think he's doing a trick on the stairs, and he breaks his ankle and his foot's backwards. Danny Torres' ankle went backwards. Yeah, it was super gross. But hers, so not only did she break her ankle and tear everything, her foot's facing the other direction. She did one of those things where she slipped out and she sat on her own foot, and her foot was not the direction that she wanted it to be. So it snapped the ankle, and then from sliding, because she was like knee sliding, that twisted it around and just completely detached everything. So she is out for a while. Freak accident. If you're not familiar with Danny Torres' style of skateboarding, she's just all gas, no brakes. I always like talk about how she would be like one of the top female skaters if she just like stopped being so gnarly. but like she's a thrill seeker. Like she doesn't seem to like want to really sit down and like learn technical tricks. She's like immediately like, oh, I know how to like stand on a skateboard. I'm setting my skateboard on a handrail and grinding the kinks. Like she's motocrossing on a skateboard. It's crazy. 9 screws. That sucks. Yeah, I saw the Ryan DeCendo slam too. He seems to be fine though. Chris Weimer kickflip crooked the box. I tried to kick 50 and nose dipped off the box to the fold. Yeah, I mean Chris Weimer's kickflips are just ollies to him. Yeah, he got concussed. He got like some stitches in his head. Let's not start the stream off with all the injuries that we had though. We're starting off with thankfulness today. So I don't know what this is. This is my first time ever seeing it. I started the stream and it gave me the option to reach a goal. It's like a super chat thing. I'm looking, it's like an arrow thing. So the point of this is, a while ago I was like, oh, like anytime I get super thanks, I'm just going to take that money and then I'm going to give it to my filmers. And then that'll be part of their Christmas bonus. It makes much more sense for me to not do that. It makes more sense for me to just, out of the money that I make on my channel anyways, that should go towards paying the filmers. That should go, why would I ask the audience to do something that is already my job, right? Like it's, to me, that it feels kind of like an assist. But to ask for super thanks, or I mean, I guess I should have put my Venmo in here so it doesn't split with YouTube, but I didn't. I want to do a skate trip and I want to pay the other people's way as much as possible. So I've been talking about doing a cross-country road trip for a minute now. And I have an idea of how to get like a van and to take a couple people. We'll see how that all goes. But basically, like it'd be great to have Devin fly out for it. and maybe Ariana, and like I've talked to a bunch of people, maybe Andy Anderson, and just go on a road trip and then just film a bunch of videos there. That way, like, what your money would be going towards is something that you would get to, watch, basically. And the other thought process was like, oh, like do a Patreon for it, and whatever. If no one sends any money whatsoever, I'll just do what I got to do with the money that I have. But yeah, I think it'd be cool to like help pay all their ways, or at least like give them a per diem or something. Dale is a spider. Where's Big Daddy? Is that Dale? Is Dale Big Daddy? But I mean, also pack everyone in a U-Haul. Sheesh, where are we going? I didn't say your name, Victor. I don't know why you think you're a part of this. You're, brother. No, I want to do a cross-country road trip. Did they hit you up to skate today, Vic? They're going to that curb spot. John Bradford president? Yeah, definitely. Oh, my God. John Bradford, dude. Let me tell you about John Bradford real quick. The footage he's going on right now, brother. He's not... His new mindset, I had a conversation with the other day, he's trying to do the best tricks on the spots. Oh, here's John Bradford in here, dude. I have footage. So John Bradford went to a famous skate spot and did a bunch of shit on it. And 2 of the tricks just came out in recent parts. I think Chris Jocelyn did one of them. And then we know that Bart Jones just shot someone else doing the other trick that he did. So he was like, oh, well, I guess I got to step it up. And then he tried the coolest trick you could possibly try on the spot. The full-length video is going to be amazing. Get excited. So I'm now sitting on the footage of John Bradford's video part clips that are no longer going as video parts because other top pro skaters use them in their video parts. Even though John filmed it a super long time ago, the problem with working on a full-length is John's not just waiting for his footage to be gathered together because John's sitting on like over 7 minutes of footage. He has to wait for everyone else. So I think as it goes right now, John, Zach, Chris, me, definitely those 4 are dropping video parts this coming year before the Pal Peralta full length comes out. And I know for a fact John has a full video part, Chris has a full video part, and Zach has 2 video parts. So be ready for all that to come out. But I think Chris's part's coming out for Fallen. Zach's part's coming out for like his pro board release or whatever. He's been sitting on the footage forever, but they didn't want to put it out now just because it's like SOTY season. You know what I mean? You're just going to be a fart in the wind if you post a video part. No matter how good the video part is, like, we're waiting on a Jocelyn part right now. We're waiting on another Tom Shar part. Where's Kenny's part? Dude, Kenny's got... As far as I know, Kenny at least has 1 saved clip for the full length. So Kenny's at least getting some clips in the video. Kenny's part will be on the Skechers channel, dude. Skechers better start hard posting Kenny's Instagram posts, dude. He is the ambassador. Call an RV company and arrange. Yeah, so I have a lead to an RV company that could be down. John Bradford needs a board. John Bradford is the best skater on Pal Peralta team. I've said it many times. The issue with John having a board just for being the best skater on the team, though, is typically you either have dropped a part that is good enough, which he's sitting on the part right now. Like, he can put the part out right now. Like, he has a pro skater level part. Or, I mean, let's be honest, right? Like, I mean, my board's not pro, but, like, I have, like, a big enough following that people are asking for it. Christopher Hyatt has a very, very big following. People are asking for it. And Chris has really stepped his shit up recently. When there was I'm going to be honest, when there was first talk about Chris turning pro, I was just kind of like, he's not there yet. But I think the pressure of getting his name on a board is making him step it up so much more, which is also probably why we're getting so many slams out of him. Like, he is trying really hard. I think John Bradford's going to have the most surprising part because of how maybe a lot of people don't think of Pal Peralta as a company that would have a team rider that's on that level. And the people who watch my videos have a rough idea that John's, like, insanely good, but maybe not what he's, like, been filming. But I think Chris is probably going to surprise the most people. I think Chris's part's probably going to surprise the most people because what you usually see of Chris is skate park footage and not light work, but like, him dorking around in the videos and stuff like that. When he's been trying tricks, he's like, he's really trying hard. Like he is giving it his all, and he's taking like his specialties, like his ability on, like with the blunt kick flips, and he recently, you can see it in my videos right now in real time. He learns how to sit on back tails, and is immediately doing kickflip back tail, kickflips out. He's immediately doing a kickflip back tail around that crazy long ledge at that light blue skate park. He already has back tail variations filmed for his new part, like day 2. So I think Chris is probably the one who's pushing himself skill-wise the hardest right now. Like he's trying to rise to the highest level that he possibly can as fast as he can. Zach got his name on a board, and I feel like similar. I feel like he's like trying really hard again. Not that he ever really stopped, but he has so much transition footage in his new part so far. It's so funny. I think Zach has the part that's going to come out, then he has a fallen thing coming out, and then what he's filmed since then, like since that all this stuff has been edited like months ago, since then he's already like way into his new part, and it's very different. I always joke like I can't wait for someone who's like one of the better skaters in the world to start mixing dork tricks with real tricks, and like he's doing some shit, dude. I'm excited for everyone to see Zach's part. And then, of course, Andy. Andy's part's going to be insane. I don't know. Some of the other guys, I don't know how much of a full-length part that they're going to have. I know Landon's come out a bunch to try to film some stuff. Johnny has been coming out and filming some stuff. I know he has a couple clips for the video at least. It'd be sick to get, like, a Bucky part. I think it's totally possible. But let's see. If your nose on your board is the same steepness, or are they any different? So they're the same steepness, same exact length, just one is hockey style and the other one is regular style. So you can use the hockey nose as a hockey tail, which makes it kind of like almost like a square tailboard. It's not that square though. It's like ovally, which is, it's just great for certain tricks. I like the idea of being able to flip my board around. The real reason of having the round or the square nose though is just nose slides and tail slides. That's like the main benefit. And then having a bigger tail, like having a nose-sized tail, I thought it was going to mess with my pop. It's the best. I love it so much. And so far, all the reviews that I've gotten from people who's tried it out, like the way that it performs. Like I watched Andrew Cannon's review on it, and he doesn't like hockey noses. So it's like if you don't like hockey noses, if you skated a hockey board or an FA board and had the square nose and you didn't like that part of the board, or Roller Surfers Pro Model board, and you didn't like that, then you're not going to like my board. If you haven't tried it, maybe try it. I think it's great. Is Zach's current truck still indentures? I don't think so. No, I think he's on... Rhino started sending him indies, so I think he's just indie now. But he's having trouble finding the right independence to ride because he liked a little bit lower trucks. Right now he's riding the Reynolds Mindy's, which is the truck that I was riding before I switched to Thunder, which is before I switched to Grind King. And he bent the axles on one of them. So I don't know if that was just like a freak thing, because that just happens. Sometimes trucks just get bent or whatever. They're like made poorly. I never had the bent axle with that truck, so that's why I was a little surprised by it. The issue that I always had with Indies was I would break the base plate. And then with Thunders, I would break the hanger. So I don't know what he did. Where's my family? My family's in Maryland and Pennsylvania. So my dad's in PA, spending it with I'm assuming his wife. I think that's who he's spending it with. I'm going to call him later. And then my mom is going to be spending it with my sister. Actually, here, I'll show you. They just sent me a picture. Of course. Let's see. This is my... sister's family. That's Keith. There we go. That's Keith. He's like from Boston and has a lisp. He's adorable. And then we got the boy is we got Finley, and we have do I forget his name? No, I'm just kidding. Liam. They're into soccer. I don't know what else to say. Oh man, they got bigger. Jeez, he got tall. Ew. Look how tall that kid is. Oh, he's taller than me. I don't like that at all. I was out there a year ago. don't like that at all. But yeah, my mom will be there. They'll be celebrating Thanksgiving. My mom said something about cooking dinner too for one of her friends. But yeah, they're all on the East Coast, so. And I had a Friendsgiving a couple days ago, so I feel pretty Thanksgivinged out. I like the way your graphic makes it look like it's holding the deck rails on, like with the swords or whatever. If you know, Chris's board does something similar, where the hands of that the Jack in the Box thing is looks like it's like holding up his deck rails. Do I remember the tick that gave me Lyme disease? No, I never even got the bullseye rash. It must have been on my back. I know where I got it. I definitely got it in Maryland. Dan, do you have anything in your arm's reach belonging to Matthew Wilcox? No, I'm just kidding. I don't think so. It's an interesting question. I don't know if I have anything that belongs to Matthew Wilcox. Hey, fellow Maryland to California guy. Hey, I'm glad you like the board so far. Yeah, Grind Kings, I did put the hard bushings in. So, I mean, I'm just trying to tighten up my trucks. Like, the plan was, like, tighten up my trucks and start jumping down stuff a little bit more. There's a couple handrail tricks I want to do for this part. And then there's a little bit of hucking trying to go down for this part. And I was just getting, you know, I can't, if I'm getting wheel bite on the skate park 6 stair, I need to figure that out, you know what I mean? So tighten them up. And now that I'm riding 54 millimeter wheels, with 52 millimeter wheels, the Grind King Locker 2s, you're pretty wheel bite free. You're probably not getting wheel bite with them. They're really good at stopping it. But with 54s, when you're a big boy like me, monster truck style, is the biggest wheels I've ever skated. Not counting when I was like a little kid. I get wheel bite a lot more. So yeah, switch to the hard bushings and tighten my trucks up a little bit. They're still on the looser side, just not as loose. We watched Jason's part on the 9 Club last week. I did. Yeah, let's just start watching this full length, huh? Let's do that. Let's get a little bit into of the happy medium. I guess I'll talk a little bit about happy medium first. When Happy Medium 1 came out, very, very big deal. Everyone was excited. It was cool to see a different skate crew. It felt kind of like when the Coliseum video came out, Peter Lights One Horrible Life, it was cool to see like a local video do so well, and Happy Medium was like another video that did that. Hunter and Buster, the filmers of this video, absolute sweethearts. They've always been really cool. Like, hey, like if you need a spot, if you watch any of our videos and need a spot, just ask for the pin. If you need someone to film, just hit us up. So I really did want to have some tricks for this video, but lo and behold, I didn't get out there. Just get me as much out of the way as possible. And then I can like go like this, right? Wait, wrong way? There we go. Put me to this side. There we go. There we go. And then I can pull me even more out of the way. It's like a little Brady Bunch square. I saw Grayson. We'll watch Grayson's part 2. I'd be down for that. Yeah, Grayson rules. All right. Oh! Ew! Does John Mata have first part? I don't like how I'm tilting this. There we go. John Mata and the Lakais. John Mata, Chris Jocelyn, same person. Whoa, who brought him out to LA? That back nose one? Oh, Long Beach! Dude! Yes! Yes, 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 yes! That was awesome. We like this. That's so sick. I wanted to do that backside without grabbing so bad, just like backside ollie to it, but the angle to it sucks. It's been a while since you've seen some California Mata. Very rare. This guy's got a bit of a comeback story, right? I don't know if you know much about, he started that company, because he was struggling with like mental health and stuff like that, and I heard things got pretty wild for him. And now he's back to filming parts. Pretty frickin' fucking cool, man. He's trying so hard to be bald like me. A lip slide makes me think of what was Cooper Wilt? That does that power slide on that bank in the beginning of his transfer part. Dude, skateboarding's so fun. It's like, okay, there's like, I think one of the main reasons that there's like also like a lot less money in skateboarding is because this is what skateboarding is now. It's about like enjoying yourself. It's more of like the hobby side of it. It's the closest it's ever been to like actually being like art, right? Like you're just kind of expressing yourself, and skill level is just giving you more options for colors for your paintbrush, as corny as that sounds. And I'm definitely an advocate for when I think of skateboarding, I don't think of it as an art, I think of it as a hobby. But I think it's so sick that like stuff like this is happening, like stuff on like ride on grind to curbs and stuff like that, and it's getting appreciated. People are like, oh, that makes me want to go skate. He just nollie back nose wanted a curb. If you haven't seen this dude's, what part was that where he skates to the concretes? The listening to Diana Ross. Brr, brr, brr. I want to say that was a skate metal, welcome to skate metal part. So good. I can't believe that spot's still going. I'm not a big fan of the nose stall 270 stuff or the front nose 270 spinny stuff. Like when they kind of bash it. I feel like I would like it if you went like up something. Like if you like did that trick and you landed up on something taller. But look at this spot. Dude, Arizona is crazy. Oh, that was sick. Does he have a board sponsor? All right. Is he going to go to Ride on Grind? Yup. Ooh! That was pretty cool. I don't like that. Stop. Let's do a little check-in. See what everyone's saying over here in the chat. So skateboarding is no longer just people trying the gnarliest stuff. I like the gnarliest stuff too. Like someone needs to be pushing what is possible. But yeah, like it seems like, you know, people at Woodward were telling me, like I have a friend who worked at Woodward for many years, and they're like, yeah, like it used to be kids would come here and try all the hottest tricks down the biggest stuff. Now kids just come here and have deck rails on and are doing slappies and, you know, hand plant stuff and foot plant stuff and just goofing around, pressure flips. I think skateboarding is in a great spot for the activity being as fun and accessible as possible, and is not in a good spot for pro skaters. Skateboarding is for skateboarders now and not for like the really good skaters in a weird way. Not saying that, you know, the really good skaters can't do their thing, but Grayson Fletch looks like Peralta Dale doing jiu-jitsu. What? I like how a lot of old school tricks are coming back. Yeah. I mean, I think what it really is just all the rules have been uplifted. Like, yeah, you can just do whatever you want. And people will talk shit on everything. Like, I mean, there's no exception, right? There's not a skater that's dropped apart in the last infinite years where someone's going to not have something negative to say about it. But you could pass Grayson's guard? Maybe. I don't know. Does he do jiu-jitsu? I don't know what his guard's like. I have a deck rail on all my setups except the ones, and it's an Everslick. Yeah, Everslick boards are pretty fun. We talked about trying to find a way to get my board slick, and there's been some experimental stuff that we've been working on, because the problem with the slick board stuff is the way that they chip, or there's like I got the whole rundown, and I guess I shouldn't go too much into it because there's like trade secrets involved, but it like affects the board a certain way, and they're trying to figure out the best way to do it. So, yeah. Are you a poser? Did I call you a poser? Why is Ray Corey no longer on the team? He quit to go ride for a company called, I think it's Sober Skateboards. It was out of the Brooklyn Projects, but now I think that they're not doing it now. Yeah, that was different. Deck check in, deck check out. That spot's cool. Oh, he should have landed back with 1 foot. Still sick. There's no way. He's a specialist, dude. Just look at the arch on his foot from doing that trick so much, dude. The danger. That was crazy. That was really fun. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Is there a way? Okay, I got a trick idea for you, bud. Wall ride, and then at the end of the wall, deck check the side of the wall, and then ollie out. Jesus. Has anyone done like Rifty 50 style stuff on that side of the hubba? I never really seen anyone skate that side. If you didn't know, this spot's at a skate park. It's not part of the skate park, it's the run up to the skate park. Look at that spot. Ollie North's out are so hot right now. Shout out Antonio. That's a cool spot. Yep. Damn, he raw dogged that board slide. I think like the blunt slide thing, he already did the gnarliest one on that hubba, so it's like I feel like it's gonna be very hard for him to. I do know what his ender is, just because whatchamacallit told me, Jason Park. I know that it's like one of those blunt slide tricks, but I think he already did the coolest one. It's hard for me to appreciate Nada spins. I'm not a big fan of them. I think you have to get pretty funky with. Like I like the Nada spin front crook that Andy did. On that rail, what are the odds? So funny. Jesus. I mean, I guess if you really figure out the timing of the deck check ollie, this stuff doesn't. I don't know, man. I feel like that shit's so crazy. Deck check backsmith is insane. Yeah, this thing. Damn. STFs go hard. That's the one that kid rode down, right? Someone rode down that thing without a blunt slide. The kid on the helmet with the helmet. I'm pretty sure it's the same one. Put a hole in a shoe from it. Let's see. Skip ad. Dude. His foot was hanging out. Hey, from Amsterdam. Proper back tail. What do you think of Willie Nollie 360 out? Is it valid? I think every trick is valid depending on how it's done. I've dabbled with some like I'll like half cab into a Willie backside Willie grind and then Nollie full cab out, but it's like, you know, like the joke is like I church it up by saying it's a fakey sugar cane, but we all know that it's a half cab Willie. I think if someone did a Willie grind and Nollie full cabbed out without pivoting off of a drop or over a gap or something, I think it would be kind of cool. Or if you do it going dumb fast, like just adding an insane amount of speed legitimizes so many tricks. Like I don't like late shoves, but if someone did a line where they were pushing as fast as they can and then did a flat ground late shove, I would probably clap. What do I do to practice when it's raining outside? Or when it's raining every day? I mean, you could go the Jamie Griffin style and skate on carpet. I mean, on the East Coast, we would just find parking garages. On the West Coast, it rains so little that it's like, you know, you just take the day and as a day off. You can just go chill. Depending on where you are. Like if you're in, where does it rain a lot? Is it Seattle that rains all the time? Try to find an indoor skate park, or if you can't afford that, I don't know. Like ways to practice, just looking for parking garages, I think. Or have a rain setup, which would be, you know, people like rain footage. Damn, they got spots, dude. You can go around that corner. Oh, yeah, that's right. Laser has a part. Why did he take his hat off? Hey, Long Beach. Spot's gone. Oh, Vitor filmed that. My, that part that I had that was on the barracks, Vitor filmed probably like 40% of it. That was cool. Oh, we went to that spot to check it out, and it was absolutely covered in sand. So we ended up not skating out. It's cool that they dug it out. It's like it was a ton of sand though. That rail is not good. You see how the like lip slide tricks on the other side, how it has the arcs, so you totally can get your truck on it. That rail is also not good. Now I flip down the stairs, it's crazy. The run up is like it swerves and it's not a ton of it. Like from this angle, it makes the stairs look like they're small, but they're actually on the longer side. It's kind of a crazy big front board. Oh shit. Team Rider. If you don't okay, for a second, I thought he was gonna try to do that down it. Yep. I just got him trying to do back 180 out of that in my video a couple days ago. Yep. I've seen him like do that dorking around. Eh. The old shove a tail grab, the chain wallet. People say the barrel flips are chain wallets, but we always call the shove a tail grab chain wallets. Fuck out of here. Dude's doing 1 foot nose manuals on dirt. Oh, I like that. Finger flip to Casper. Whoa! Killian, you've been holding out, dude. Where are these tricks on my videos? Yeah, he's good at that. He needs to find like a handrail or something to do that off of. Crazy. All right. I've come to do that trick on something before. Ooh. The Killian Andy Anderson collab right there. Yeah, Killian's sick. For freestyle, Killian. Killian's better than Andy at freestyle. Not saying that Andy doesn't have like a lot of very unique tricks and has freestyle tricks that Killian can't do, but Killian's stupid good at freestyle. Like he's, yeah, like watching them. I've watched them do freestyle stuff together, and it's like the reason that Andy's freestyle stands out so much is the fact that he can just do it at all. On top of like he can skate bowls, he can skate backyard pools, he can skate handrails, big handrails, 20 stair plus handrails. He can do kickflip back tail, big spins. And he's also he's good at all of them. He's also good at freestyle. Like I'm not saying he's like an entry level freestyler. Like Andy Anderson won the freestyle world championship or whatever, but all Killian focuses on is like freestyle tricks and freestyle to street stuff, which is arguably not freestyle. Yeah, June. Now, is anyone as good as June at manuals? No, June is the best backtrack manualer and fakie manualer in the world. It's not even close. People will bring up Daewon. It's June. Yeah, but he was strapped to the board. Doesn't count. That's not skateboarding. That's snowboarding with wheels. I imagine it's because did he drop that part yet? I don't know if he's dropped that part yet. William Spencer. I know maybe he did drop it and I missed it, but he's been sitting on a lot of crazy footage, so I imagine that's why he didn't have much for this. Saving it for his video part. Kick front tail on a round bar is pretty brutal. Roof ride. Evan Smith clip. Yes, sir. That skate park's kind of fun. Jesus. Ooh. Crosslock the wrong way. Okay. First time I've seen. Oh, dude, Josh Hawkins footage in 2025. The Earth is healing. Oh, more Josh Hawkins footage? Dude, if you don't know, one of the best skaters ever. He does like real estate or something now. I heard he's doing like really well for himself. But he was way ahead of his time. You know what? That's what we'll do. We'll watch old Josh Hawkins parts after this. Way ahead of his time. I do need to skate that hubba. Uh-oh. Computer programmus. He's that's Julian Lewis's roommate right now. The absolute ripper. And has my favorite Instagram account. If you want to nerd out. Jeff Wan clips. Damn. That's sick. Jesus. What did whatchamacallit 5-0'd that? Back 5-0'd at Jim Greco. Is that a natural spot? Ooh, good curve ledge. Alright, bigger spin. That looked like he'd gone wrong. That's scary. We'll talk about that later. Oh, that was fucked up. Backboard 270 out is pretty crazy if you don't half cap into it. Very rare. No grab? It's just fun. Where's that spot? They got spots. A lot of people don't know that Dakota's from Arizona. This is Jason Park's part? Yeah. Come on. So I've seen a lot of Jason Park footage before it came out. I don't know how much of it is being saved for this part, but I know that he's been sitting on crazy stuff for like 2 years. He loves that spot. That was hilarious. Like, he found a way to do his 1 foot at front rock in a part and, like, have it not be on a quarter pipe. It's pretty crazy. Oh! Yep. Come on. Yes. I think that spot's in Hawaii too. I need to go out there. That was awesome. That's a cool fucking spot. Nose manual. Knew it. That's here. That spot is right next to the zigzag green rail that Andy skates. So if you do a firecracker manual, doesn't that mean that you have to whack to make the sound? Like your tail has to hit to make the click, 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 click. Manual double flip is pretty fucking hectic. That's crazy that he did a dark slide on that. That bank's not that steep. Like, that's crazy to make that work. I want to skate this spot really bad. Blown kickflip guy. He's so good at him. Didn't he 360 hard flip firecracker that thing? Did he do that in my YouTube video or something like that? That was like a terrifying spot to skate. Ooh, the Inguardo. He can do that trick every single try on a hip. Like, every single try. He does not miss that trick. He can, like, full cap heel flip every try, too. I've seen him do back 3 heel flip first try. Oh, yeah. Is he going to go all the way? Up, across, and down, and out? Keep going. Keep going. Don't put it down. Keep going. Yep. I have a like in the one of my YouTube videos I do shove it to nose manual and go down that thing. I want to shove it over the flat and land in nose manual and go off the thing. Get my little Wayne in here. Kiko cannot beat Jake Wooten, sorry. Kiko what? Oh, could beat Wooten in what? Hey, thanks, Rare Radio. I'll try to keep them coming every day. What do you think of Circa It's Time? I watched it. It was a free DVD. I enjoyed it. Tony Tay's part was cool. Oh yeah, owner of View, View skate shop in Baltimore, Maryland. I actually rode for View for a little bit, and then I was like living in Pennsylvania, like not close and not really doing anything with the team. And I was also like a complete kook, a real tryhard, so I ended up getting kicked off. But that Gary's always been really cool to me, and good people for sure. Yeah, Gary Smith rips. If you want to have a good time, go watch an old Gary Smith video part. Broke Folks Moto. Dude, it's crazy that people watch the videos every day. I really appreciate it. Who's going to be the next pro for PAL? It's got, dude, if it's not John or Matt, I'm quitting. I will lose my mind if it's not John. If John or Matt doesn't turn pro next year, I'm going to yeet myself. You said so both times I skated mano a mano. Oh, if we're talking about mini ramp Kiko versus Wooten's not even close. Wooten will smoke him. I'm sorry, you smoke him. Now if you raise the transition up to 10 foot, then there's 0% chance that Wooten's gonna win. Yeah, Kiko can't beat Wooten on that mini ramp. I mean, the mini ramp's gone now, but a mini ramp like under 6 foot, Kiko doesn't stand a chance. Let's see. But as far as, both times I skated mano a mano, I was hurt. So the first time I skated mano a mano, I had a thrown out calf muscle, so I couldn't put any pressure on my back leg, and that was when I went against Wooten. And then Wooten was having a little bit of nerve problems in his back, which didn't seem to affect him at all, by the way. He's just that gnarly. He's probably a lot better at overcoming pain than I am. And then the next time I skated was Sean Hale, and I was hurt for that one too. That one is when I had a cracked rib, and I was healing from that, so I just couldn't risk falling or whatever. Now, that being said, I would have still lost both games, but I couldn't actually skate really in either of them. Unless I would have been like really cheap in both games, which I definitely was still being cheap in those games because I couldn't turn frontside for shit. Hey, happy Thanksgiving, Jacob. I'm thinking, Maisel? I think people are underestimating how ridiculous Jake Wooten is at transition, especially when. And I'm not saying Jake Wooten can't skate big transition because he can, but if you give him something under like 6 foot, there's not a trick he can't do. When we were there, okay, here's an example. When we were there and they didn't put it in the video, he was doing frontside 540s like 3 feet above coping without grabbing and just committing to them. He would also push as fast as he could from one side of the skate park and roll on frontside crooked grind like 10 feet in the bowl and then not go into the quarter pipe. He would just nollie back up onto the deck, land, and then ollie back 180 alley-oop into the transition and usually smacking something on the way in. I would say between watching him skate mini ramp and is it Jake Yanko? Is that how you say his name? And watching him skate mini ramp in person, they are the best, or at least the most impressive mini ramp skaters to watch in person. They can just do what they want. They're like fearless. Like it feels like they're playing Skate 4 or whatever skate is out now because how much they commit to everything. And when they fall, they just like slide and laugh, and they're just always fine. Bradford is mouthed off too much. He's never getting up. Dude, I love Bradford's like character of cockiness that he plays. I love that he does the villain thing. It's so sick. Dan, Zach, and Indy all have twin flight models. Yep. Yeah, Yanko is crazy. Yeah, the way Wooten tweaks his feet for his frontside 360s and stuff. I think he has like front through blunt fakies and stuff like that. I think Wooten is going to be one of the most criminally underrated pro skaters of all time. He had I think it's a back thing that he had. He had a really gnarly back thing, um, and it just took him out for a while. But he's probably better than all of our favorite skaters. 45 foot mini ramp is so fun. The funnest mini ramp you can skate is a 3 foot steep mini ramp. They feel amazing. Yeah, the perfect amount of arrogance. I agree. Bradford is the full package. Hey, thanks for our radio. Yeah, we're looking at hopefully only 2 more months. All right, let's watch some John Robb. This is someone who I've followed for a really long time, and I've always been a fan of his skating, but I don't think I've ever met him. Or if I have met him, I didn't realize that I met him. Because I recognize the skating, not, the face or anything like that. Ooh, Carpet Skateboards collab. Shout out Eamon and Osama. Ooh. And I think John Robb lives in San Diego now. Yeah, wait, that little out tap ledge thing got murdered by why can't I think of his name? Who's the best skater next to John Bradford on the team who's actually maybe a little bit better? Joao. Joao destroyed that thing on my YouTube videos. I think he did like switchback nose blunt and he did a bunch of shit like just for fun. And then he got a really crazy trick for his part. Big spin hard. Like, how's this a spot? Whoa! I was expecting a front board tap. Crazy. People who have impossibles can just do them out of manuals well, I guess. I don't know. That's cool, yeah. Like a perfect bump over rear like that. It's sick. I've never seen anyone do the pressure flip out of a nose slide. I've seen it out of crook. Heel flip back nose. Spooky. Switch heel board slide. Yeah, John Robb's fucking good as shit. It's a cool spot. Looks like it's more fun to skate than it looks good on film, though. Like, it looks like it's hard to skate and probably fun, but it doesn't look like it really translates. Dude is good at impossibles. Yep. Does that have a curb at the top? Yeah, adult. I want to skate that manual pad so bad. I want to front 3 nose manual that thing. What I like about Hunter and Buster is they've really mastered when a spot's super backlit, especially like in the summer in Arizona, where it's like, the sunniest place ever. They created an aesthetic out of like a thing that every filmer dreads. Like, they use bad lighting to their advantage, and I think it's sick. Cool ass spot. Whenever people skate hippie jump chain stuff over loading docks, the juice is never worth the squeeze. They're just so dangerous. And then I never get like excited when I see the clip, you know what I mean? I just think you're crazy for trying that. Sort of look like this guy I know, Wayne Morrison, from Virginia in that last clip. Ooh. Shout out Wayne's World. That was crazy. That trick has a lot of loop out factor. Yeah, chain spots are cursed. What about a Lucas Pro model? Dude, Lucas is absolutely pro good too. He really is. Lucas is like very focused on the traditional. Why am I saying traditional? Like, it's like outdated. Lucas guns for being a pro skater by putting out pro video parts, which is the way that's how you turn pro for the vast majority of the skateboarding world. We have people like on the team. who are pro that don't come out with us a lot. Like, for example, our second place Olympic champion. Um, but I feel like if now he's starting to come out with us a lot more and it's getting a little bit more momentum, like they really look at not just how good you are, but how many people are asking for your board. That it's the truth. It's not the coolest truth. It's not a unique to Pal Peralta truth. That is the skateboarding industry. It's kind of how it's always been. The difference is it used to be the only way you're getting your name out there is video parts. People didn't have social media, so that added like a weird, I don't know, like extra route to sort of, I mean, maybe even we could argue shortcut to get a pro board. But Lucas has been coming out with us more. When he does come out with us, he usually guns for like a trick for his part though. That's like usually pretty fucked up. I'm really, I'd love for him to be also like the next. It's hard because we have so many good skaters on the team that are like at that level, and I don't know how many pro skaters they have room for or whatever. But like Lucas is an obvious choice too. Get an ad blocker. I could get premium. Yeah, I can't impossible for shit. I've probably landed in my entire 23 or 24 years of skateboarding, maybe like 50 proper impossibles. I suck at that trick. Match your favorite skater? That's a good choice. Currently trying to get your board in my part of Canada. Congratulations again. Such a beautiful board, amazing shape. Hell yeah, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know. I get a lot of comments of like when it's coming to Europe and stuff like that. I don't know any of that information. And I'm pretty sure, dude, they keep doing this thing. Because I try to let people know when it's back in stock. Because it'll go in and then it'll sell out in the first hour. But then randomly, it's like they'll find some other boards. And then it'll be like, there's 3 left actually. And then it's been out of stock for the past day though. But it kept being like out of stock. Then they have 3 left. Then out of stock. Then they have 3 left. So I don't know if they're, because they can only do like 2 or 4 flight decks at a time. Like that's the max amount that they can print. Or make because of how long of a process it is to make boards. So I don't know if they're just like constantly making them, trying to add them to the site or what. But when's the team video coming out? Hopefully one day. We have like a rough timeline, but hopefully not a crazy long time from now. Where's AJ at? That boy cracks me up. AJ is in San Diego. He turned pro for, I forget the name of the board company. But he's doing good. I should text him Happy Thanksgiving. I don't want a matte board. He's alternative. I don't know what that means. I feel like skating is like transcending humanity and aliens be doing that shit. One day it'll be a hoverboard. What a time to be alive. I mean, dude, a shinner from a hoverboard sounds like brutal. I'm getting your board to support fellow East Coast alumni. Say hello to Jim Is it Tessner? East Coast Triple OG. Hell yeah. Are you going to do the Christmas calendar? What's the Christmas calendar? I don't know what that is. I'm going home for Christmas. So I'm going to be not in California for like, I don't know how long, like 8 days or something. Oh, your brother chipped his front teeth? From Chain. Yeah, dude, chains are just like guaranteed slam. Happy Thanksgiving, Jack. No ads with Brave browser. Is that true? Can I just like go on YouTube through Brave browser and I don't get ads? Save your life. You're welcome. Thank you, dude. Dan, do I like your oysters? I don't. I like all seafood, like but oysters and clams. Texas stay in LBC for 8 days tomorrow. What are the top 2 parks that you would suggest for you to skate? In Long Beach? I mean, the parks I would suggest is you get out of Long Beach and you drive over to Lakewood because it's only 20 minutes away and Lakewood skate park rules. But if you want to stay in Long Beach, I mean, Cherry's cool. It's just flat ground stuff, but I love it. And a lot of pros go there if you're trying to, see some random pros. I don't think that there's really... It's been burning long enough. Long Beach doesn't really have any like incredible skate parks. It has like a bunch of like mid skate parks. Outside of Long Beach, there's a ton of good ones. I think you're better off kind of just skating around downtown, street skating in Long Beach if you're looking for a good time. Happy Thanksgiving, Fluff. Yeah, they do have an 88A Dragon formula. I tried them out. They are crazy soft, but they still slide. If you go back like a year and a half, I have a video where we skate a pump track and then we skate a metal skate park. I don't remember the name of the video, but that is the video where everyone's trying them out. Will you get past Dale's guard before the end of the year? No, definitely not. All the boys shirtless for comic relief. Dan with the leaf bro. Dev on his bike. Lando on his bike. What kind of 54 millimeters are you riding? Right now, the last ones that I had set up when I got hurt were some X99s. I don't know if they're comical or not. Do you know the spot next to Trader Joe's in Van Nuys? I don't think so. Hard flip trick. Front side shove it, plus a kick flip when you kick through the rail and your board goes between your legs. So when I do it that way, when I think front shove it and I flick more diagonally that way, I don't like how vertical it flips. I do like the shifty catch kind of hard flip, which, yeah, it's just kind of like the way that I prefer to do them. But I suck at them now, so. Can you make a video where you grew up skating when you go home? I've actually done something vaguely similar to that last year when I went out in August. I showed people like the first handrail I ever did in Baltimore. I went to a couple of my first curb, my first two-stair. Admit it, Corgan, Spitfires are so awesome. I don't have a problem with Spitfires. I legitimately prefer Acid and Bones over Spitfire though. And that's not, like, I promise, I actually prefer them over it. But I just think I've just always had bad experiences with Spitfires because I flat spot them. But I hear great things about the Formula 4s that they don't flat spot, so. You die for the vertical hard flips? Yeah, I'm just not a fan. I don't mind the way they look. I just really don't like the way they feel. They feel kind of pressury to me almost. Let's see what we got here. Like, I like the idea of, like, all these different skate scenes dropping videos. Like, screw a company's full length. Does that have an angle iron on it? Every local crew should be dropping videos. That's what's kind of cool about, like, Free Skate Magazine and, you know, some of the smaller ones like that. Like, they kind of focus on some of the more local stuff. Thrasher does, too, sometimes, but I think Jankum does too. I'm not positive. What a kind of, was that a skate park? What is that? What are we looking at here? What are you? Why does that have angle iron? Is that not a skate park? All right. All right, Arizona, go off. Damn, that was cool. That's a cool spot. Someone take me there. Oh, I like that he nollied first. Yup. Scary. It's like a ledge that everyone like looks at in the neighborhood, but no one skates because it's like, I don't want to run into the door. That was very Christian Svitek of him. Damn, no pinch crook. Fuck that rail. Dude, we went and looked at that thing. That backlip on that is insane. It's so narrow to ride on, too. And they're into these green boxes. Nollyback Smith. Ooh. I'm not super into the tail drop handrail stuff either, to be honest. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, you know, that felt good. Little lift up to get over that piece that sticks up. The Mike Carroll. The Jeremy Ray. He, like, popped out of that. Is that a fake handrail? Is that a Steve Barrett special? Where's my cursor? Where are you, cursor? That's like a super OG rail. What's up with this rail? Skaters put that there, you think? What do you think? That was cool. Bet you that sounded cool. Ooh, fuck out of here. Danger zone. Oh, battery. BRB. Gotta grab my charger. I wonder if Whole Foods is still open. I know that they have some Thanksgiving stuff. Even though I had Thanksgiving food for the past 3 days in a row. It sounds really nice right now. Okay, let's try not to unplug anything and screw this up. Got this here. Be careful. Because I think if I unplug anything, it'll end the stream. There we go. Okay, where were we? This guy. Yeah, what a cool spot this is. Can you go over the rail to grind on that angle iron? Looks like it'd be tall, but maybe doable. Yes. That was really cool. That was crazy. This guy is like the jaws of ride-on grinds. That's also hard to do. Like, do a roll and back tail, but stand on it good enough to get a pop out. It's easy to, like, flop out of that trick, but to get a good ollie's uncomfortable. Hey! I skated this spot. Well, I filmed Jaw skate this spot. He did a backside 360. I think that's what he did. Back 3. He did something in one of my YouTube videos over that. Little Wayne again. I know. I should just log on from Brave. I'll do it next time, I promise. I have him doing that in my video too. That's a cool skate park. That's the one in Texas, right? Oof, that looks spooky. Rode over a skate stopper. That was really cool. Flindy usually does the felons. He murders this skate park, dude. Like, we filmed a video there, and he was just massacring that skate park. Jesus Christ, that's a different skate park. I don't know, all the Arizona parks blur together to me. Like this style of Arizona skate park with that fat square rail. Is this last part? I think it is. Yeah. Board breaker. Jesus. I wonder if he does any of his tech stuff in this. Oh, that knee brace scares me. Imagine clipping your truck on that. Guaranteed cartwheel to backflip. Wait, what was that? Back that out. Let me look at that gap again. Oh, no, it's not. He showed me a gap in Arizona that he wanted to do. That's a cool gap. Yeah. The John Mata tuck knee spot. I saw him like talking about that spot in like an Instagram post. I'm surprised he never went to the that's skate park. I'm surprised he never went to the Costco Gap and tried to front 180 it. I guess it like might not be worth doing a front 180 that big if you're one downing Ryan Sheckler, but he's one of the skaters who I could see doing something on that. Fuck out of here. I guess Jaws is the Jaws of ride on grinds, huh? How close is that to clipping his trucks? You have a little bit of room. Like, you have room, but imagine, like, over-dipping it too much. That was cool. That was very cool. Shoving out on that rail is crazy. Flat bar to drops are some of the scariest obstacles in the world. I thought he was going to try to like fast plan or manual bonk that hubba. That was still sick. Like, dudes live in Arizona for how long? And he's still like hitting all these unhit gaps. Damn, he kind of went to flat. I bet you that fucking hurt to land. Jesus. All right. What do we think? Low key? I think John Robb might have had last part in my mind. But it's like, the problem is like Jaws is competing with Jaws. Like, Jaws is competing with all the other crazy stuff that Jaws has done. Let's make me bigger. If only it was this easy. What else should we watch? What's my best fingerboard trick? Anti-Casper. I loved that the fingerboard was like within reach. Shout out Spencer Newsy, he gave me this. It's his pro model fingerboard. Ankle's still pretty bad. Hopefully, only about 2 months. Gonna watch Mullen. How many times have you had to edit the Youngbloods saying 6'7"? Never once. Not once. Maisel says what the Sigma all the time. And when she was with Koa at that, we went and skated the YMCA ramp. That it has like the skater cross thing. They were saying a bunch of them that I don't know anything about. Like, I know about, like, she was saying like Skibbity Riz and stuff like that, which I knew about, but she was saying some off the wall stuff. So yeah, it's probably in the videos. I didn't edit anything out. Do skaters hate other skaters in the USA? I feel like everyone hates everyone everywhere, but no, not really. I think there's some. I mean, skaters hate particular skaters. There's definitely a good bit of shit talking, but I feel like that's a part of skateboarding culture in most places, right? Maybe watch some Chris N. That could be cool. Oh, what did I wanted to watch some Josh Hawkins. Hell yeah, dude. Damn, Josh Hawkins going crazy right now. Oh, you can't even see. Hold up. Look at Josh Hawkins go, dude. He's different. What up, was that a dark shadow of gray? Ooh, that looks scary. Imagine locking in toe side. You're bummed. Oh, such a good backside flip. Really good 360 flip. Has anyone done, I don't think these are there anymore. Like, I mean, the hubbers are there, but I don't know if the wall rails are there anymore. Has anyone done 50-50 on that, and then ollie up to front board across and down? That was cool. Like, this dude, Josh Hawkins was doing this kind of skating so long ago. And he's, like, also gnarly. Like, there was a point in time where skaters were doing, like, the creative tech stuff and, like, sort of, like, alternative tech, which is always a description that I always liked. But you'd have to also do gnarly up to tier stuff to get, like, for it to be, like, valid. Like, think of Louis Barletta, right? Like, Louis Barletta is kind of famous for doing kind of goofy stuff, but he also, like, you know, is the first skater, as far as I know, to switch backsmith the street rail. And he would do, like, you know, 180 switch crooks down handrails, and he fronts out 360 kickflip to gap. You know, you had to have those tricks, you know, solidify you as legit, and then you could do your goofy stuff. And Josh Hawkins is one of those. Like, he does gnarly stuff. He nollie flipped the D7 block in New York City, but then he would do some, you know, ride on some rock shit. It's crazy. Whoa! That was crazy. I like that he, like, ollied out of the 50-50 before the flat cap and popped real quick. All right. Shove it out. Nope. Those spots always scared me. Like, where there's, like, a ledge at the bottom. Crook pop over on a handrail. I just watched Lee Romero do that in 4-on-1 video part. Damn. Arizona's the first place, like I'm from Maryland, right? So Arizona's the first place I ever skated. That's so fucked up. That had smooth ground, and I remember being blown away by how many spots were there. California has more than Arizona, but yeah, pretty crazy. Josh Hawkins, a happy medium too. Let's watch this one. I wonder where she is now. That sort of had like a boyish energy for that title screen. Damn. See what I mean? Like, I didn't even know this dude did front threes, but he did on something gnarly. That's a cool spot. That's a cool spot. Look at that. Someone 5-0'd that. Jesus. Dude, come on. Pal Peralta alumni, dude. DeVille loves Josh Hawkins. He told me he was always a big fan of going out with him. Yep. I found that spot randomly by myself when I was on vacation with my family. Like, it had no marks on it. I was a little kid. And if it wasn't that spot, it was a spot that looks exactly like it. Damn. One of these switch 5-0s on rails I think are sick. I don't care about them on hubbas, but on rails I think it's cool. Is that the one that Black Ninja board slide? Didn't he do something on that? Like, or 50-50 did or something? Crazy. Toe side? Did that go to 50-50 at the end too? Crazy. Dude, that like hairstyle and that fit is so Pal Peralta 2010s. Like the tighter pants, just like the regular hair, but it like had a little bit of lot on the top that bobs around when you skate. That's cool. 270 outright, yeah. I think that was in his Pal part. I think this was too. Oh no, he frontside flipped that, didn't he? Or someone did. That was cool. Jesus. Super cool spot. That was sick. That was a photo in a mag, I'm pretty sure. That rail's got to be fake. Well, it's on both sides. I don't know. Hmm. Is that what we should we watch Pal Peralta Fun? DeVille said he's trying to get some new Ben Hatchell footage for the video. How sick would it be if Ben Hatchell had a part? Ben Hatchell goes pro again. I think it's like Family Man now, though. Oof. Oh, yeah, I remember that clip, too. I think that's in Fun as well. This is pre-flight deck. Fakey dubs. I forgot he did that. Look how, you see how low that rail was? Look at that. That's crazy. You think this rail's fake? Look how low it is at the top. Why is that so low? See, now I'm looking at this ledge, and if it lines up with this. Did anyone ever hippie jump this set? Like through the rail? I could see that. Is this 360 flip into this part? In this part? I mean, I know it's in the PAL video, but I feel like they're using a lot of the same footage. Sorry, Tony T. Someone regular stands hammered healed that alongside. Yeah, the tray flip is in this. That set is so big. 16, right? 15 or 16? What time is it? Let's see. Let's see what the chat is saying, dude. Idea my mom passed away recently. Can you give a shout out to Julie? She loved watching the young skaters who live near the skate park where Jimmy Griffin lives. Yeah, absolutely. Shout out Julie. I'm sorry for your loss, man. It's Dennis Buznitz. Where? Where's Dennis Buznitz? Oh yeah, Dennis Buznitz is definitely my favorite skater. And then second's probably Justin Strubing. I can hear my hair growing. That sounds terrifying. This is actually one of my favorite parts ever. Hell yeah, it's a good pick. When is Derek's intervention for his gambling addiction? Dude, true. True. It should be soon. Next time he comes back out here, I suppose. A turkey I donated got donated back to me a year later because I thought I ate it. I don't get it. Where's Mark Alpiard on my list? Like top 100 maybe. I don't know. I like Mark Alpiard's skating, especially like his part in Sorry, but he's never been like up there for me. Like more the well-known skaters that I was a big fan of. Like I loved Stefan Janowski. I mean Nate Brassard's up there for me. I'm trying to think of who else I've just always been a big fan of. Like there's a lot of skaters that like I always like kick myself for forgetting because I'm like, you know, that's like one of my favorite skaters, and I just forget to think of them. Mike Anderson, he's up there. Mom, tell Dad, dude, real one. Someone else said Toodles the other day, and I was like, damn, you really are a day one. Yeah, the mini ramp spine is so sick. Janowski's 360s are perfection. Yeah, he has a really good 360 flip. R2 over Mark. R2 is definitely gnarlier. Mark Appleyard has like an incredibly mellow style though. Like he makes stuff look really easy. Have you ever watched any Gustav part footage? I don't know who that is. How do you spell that? Let me see if I can. Wait, I need to bring. Oh, where'd that go? Tom Penny. I was never a huge Tom Penny fan. I appreciate, like, you know, what he did for skating and his style and everything like that, but he was never super high up on my list. He was always like he was sort of like the skaters that I grew up looking up to, like the local skaters. That was like their favorite skater. Dan Wood's greater than Dan Corrigan. Who's Dan Wood? 30 plus skate crew. Dude, so many skaters are 30 plus these days. It's pretty tight. Favorite band? I have this, like, the band that's been my favorite for the longest was Modest Mouse. I got Moon in Antarctica when it came out. That puts in perspective how long I've been into them. It's been a very, very long time. So probably like, I don't know, what, 1999, 2000, the year 2000, I've been into them. But thanks for making me aware of the seriousness of Lyme disease, big dog. Oh, yeah, it's an absolute nightmare. Get out of here, Kenny. Aren't you supposed to be skating a curb right now? But right now, my favorite band... Let's see what my phone says my favorite band is right now. Like, let's see what it has at the top of the list. It's probably going to be, like, Sunset Rubdown or Witch to Hackchachee, or however you say that name. Let's see. Home. Scroll down. I do listen to, like, an obscene amount of Conor Burst, for sure. I'm curious what it has up there. Essentials. Yeah, where's my list, though? I've been listening to a lot of Pat the Bunny lately. My top music. Oh, here we go. Top music of all time. Here's the number one songs that I've listened to on my phone overall. However you say it, the Desperados. I don't know how you say it. It's like Conor Burst's like emo-y hardcore band or screamo-y band. That song, Man Anna. I don't even know how you say that. I can't read. Can't Hardly Wait by The Replacements. It Hurts Until It Doesn't by Mothers. It's Okay by Land of Talk. Lockjaw by Mothers. Love That Vampire Empire by Big Thief. Optimist versus The Silent Alarm. Cat's Tone for the Painfully Alone. Coming in from the Cold, The Delgados. Unfuck the World, Angel Olsen. I Love the Valley, Shoo Shoo. Which someone just skated to that recently, right? Someone just skated to that, which I thought was kind of sick. I think it was Deeds. Deformative by Black Eye. Never Coming Home by Pat the Bunny. Strawberries by Y. The Place Where We Inserted the Blade by Black Country New Road. Start a War by The National. From Here to Utopia, Pat the Bunny. Jelly Bones by Unicorn. Crane Your Neck by Lady Lamb. I could go on. This is just in order the most frequent songs I've listened to since I downloaded Apple Music like 8 years ago. Oh, Doug from Skatology Days. How you doing, Doug? Am I going to do a board setup on my board? Yeah, I probably will. I mean, it makes sense being that I'm going to have to get back into skateboarding slowly while being hurt, so... What is your favorite part that doesn't fit the norm of skate videos? Mine has always been Richie Jackson's part from the Death Skateboards video in the early 2010s. I mean, my favorite skate video of all time is a pretty classic favorite skate video, or favorite part, Jason Dill's in Photosynthesis. I'm not even a Jason Dill fan, but I'm not a Jason Dill fan, and I'm not even really a Radiohead fan, but that part is so good, and it's edited so well to the music. He doesn't even like really have an ender. It's like a kickflip over a trash can, but oh, that part makes me want to skate so bad. My second favorite part's Dennis Busnett's throwaway part from Away Days, which was, it went towards Diagonal, which was an Adidas thing, which was like mostly overseas stuff. On Orthodox video part though, favorite part, Here's a part you probably have never seen. Let me get that footy, Lukash. So home base skate shop and 5 Borough video part. This part's so fucking good. So he rode for the same. So if you guys know who Nick Stain are, or Nick Stain is, these guys rode for the same skate shop. But like Luke was the big dog. Nick filmed a lot of this stuff. Like I don't know if you guys know this. Nick Stain used to be like a filmer. I mean, he was a skater always, but he was like, he also filmed with this other kid Kyle, and they filmed the No Place Like Home home base video. But Luke was like, he has probably one of my favorite styles in skateboarding. Just skates dumb fast, no gimmicks, tweaky stuff. Yeah, incredible skater. So like it was like around this era that I was like a really really big tryhard. Like I really wanted to try to do something with skating. So like when I would go out skating with a lot of these guys, like I just absolutely cooped it. Most of them didn't like me, and I don't blame them. But I was always a huge fan of like the skate scene that they created. Andrew Poe, the owner of Home Base Skate Shop, like so sick. I think the skate scene there is still doing really well too. But I think I heard. Look at that front side flip. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Look, switch back side flip. Come on. This part, if you're wondering, he skates to Nina Simone's Hey Sinner Man, and it's so good. He skates a shape board in this clip, and I remember thinking like, whoa, shape board, crazy. That was cool. Little bonk 180. Yeah, dude, there's this style, man. Skate fast with power. I always love this line. So that double set's super tiny, and I remember being like, he just ollied the smallest double set, but then frontside flipped the most random flat gap ever and made a cool clip out of it. It's very tasteful. Is Derek in here? Derek put the gambling app down. He never will. Switch O. Yeah, I remember always hoping that something would happen for this dude, but yeah, he rode for 5 Borough, and then I don't know what happened. I heard some stuff about what happened, and if it's true, it's super, super, super lame what happened to this guy, but yeah, now he's, I don't know. I heard he got like a knee injury or something like that. That's another guy, not Nick Stain, fucking, why can't I think of that dude's name? Nick Terrell. He was like living in York, Pennsylvania for a while when I was there too. He's also a really good skater. Really good at transition. Although they pan over, it's just like him slamming. Switch back 180. So sick. And then this. I think it's such a cool ender. Just like a switch ollie over a big flat gap, I think is so crazy. Derek in here, dude? Hold on, where's Derek? Did Derek say something? I see people tagging. There he is. Bro is, yeah. You're a hater, Derek, dude. What are you doing in here on Thanksgiving, dude? Don't you have, like, people that love you or something? What other parts can I pull up that, big inspo? I'm trying to think of, like, another part that you've never seen that is just, like, one of my favorite video parts. Oh. VA Fleaser's part. Oh, that's real old. Come on. Here we go. So this guy, one of the biggest influences on my skateboarding period. The way he skates and what he chooses to skate is just insane. I've seen him do some of the craziest stuff on the skateboard. And in my opinion, he ended up just not really having a career because he just didn't fucking care. Like, he had companies, like, hitting him up. Like, I remember, like Billabong wanted to put him on and, like, some other shit. And he just, like, he was like, okay. And then, like, never did anything about it. Super, super, super good. And I know a lot of this footage isn't going to translate to how good he actually is, but there'll be a couple tells of how good he actually is. Like, knife on nose on that is insane. Red ledge is massive. Very floaty. But yeah, dude, the dude just skated. Dude liked the skating party. Switchback 5-0, just like landing on someone else's board. There's a pretty crazy story about this guy where like he tried to like board slide some like 20 something handrail, and then his buddy was like, hey, you don't do board slides. Like, I guess it's like a thing where he's scared of board slides. He's like, hey, you don't really do board slides. Why don't you try 50-50? And Sketch's response was like, oh, yeah. Like, he didn't think. He just, like, went for it. Spent a lot of time at this skate spot. That was in Dundalk Pavilion. Yeah, this guy was, like, a local legend. Like, it make more sense for me to pull up the best of footage of this guy so you could see, like, him skating, like, the rails and stuff like that, but I have a sweet spot for this part, so we're watching this. Plus, I got to be there for a bunch of this footage. That spot was really cool. Might even still be there. It's in Maryland. Pasadena, Maryland. This shit is fucking insane. This session is so ridiculous. This trick, go to this spot. It's still there. It's in Baltimore. You can't skate it. Like, you can skate it, but, like, physically, you're not going to do any of these tricks. It's crazy. That thing's so narrow. This, dude. That's so crazy. To this day, no one's, like, stepped to those tricks. That spot's been there forever. Oh, look, there's Bart in the background. Switch from people. I was there that day. That ollie's really, really fucked up. That's pretty sick. I don't know if you can see there's like a gap. He switched ollies this, right? Yeah. That's in Glen Burnie, Maryland. That's fucked up. Like that thing's so big. This rail was so good. They tore it out though. I got to do some of my feeble pop over and board slide yank out stuff on it before they tore it out. There's that rail. I back 50 to that rail. That Chuck E. Cheese rail. Okay, let's talk about this Chuck E. Cheese rail before. Here's some lore. That rail's actually really good now. When we skated it, there was a massive crack at the top that was like essentially a curve and you had a gap to it, but now it's like a good rail. So look how this rail goes further down right here and drops off like kind of low. Someone for some reason decided to chop this bottom part of the rail off and just like totally ruined the spot. And then this is the lowest handrail in the history of the world. It's really steep though. I remember I was there when he switched back 50 that rail. That was the day that I shove a lip that rail. He fucks this barrier up. This is Ridge. So this was like the DIY of Maryland. Like the hottest spot that we had. It was basically a skate park. He tried to learn switchback nose once on that barrier and died. Switchback tail, switchback lips, switchback Smith, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Switch flip 50. Like, dude, murdered that thing. Switch front blunts. This footage is like 2000 something. Like, this is all really old footage. What other parts can we pull up? Who posted this? Fleazers? Does anyone else remember VA Fleazers? It was like a website. It's where, like, yeah, Pat Burke comes from. Ankle's still trash. 2 more months. Bye, Kenny. I grew up with a lot of your friends that used to skate with back in the day, back in Hanover, PA. Oh, hell yeah. Like Lee and Jake, and I'll be back in Hanover the end of December. Happy Turkey Day. Yeah, this guy was feeling himself. What are those two-tone shoes? I'm pretty sure that those were the Oh my God, Death Wish, Death Wish. What's his name? Eric Ellington's. I think they were America's. Oh yeah, Zach. I'm glad you're skating almost every day. Where are you skating tomorrow, Kenny? I'm free tomorrow. I've been wearing the same pair of socks for 12 years. Dude, Chris Metlick. Okay, I'm going to tell you a story about this guy right here. We're going to pull up. There's no way I can spell his name, but I can probably do something wild skate. Okay, something wild throwaway skate. Chris. Okay. Oh, that's the lost part. We don't want the lost part. We want the part. Is this the whole video? No, it's just a trailer. Where is his part? Wait, who posted Alan Beer's part? Here's Alan Beer's part. So it's probably going to be on this. Ian Smith. Chris, okay. This dude, the story goes. This is what I've been told by his friends at the time. You know, we're all, teenagers at the time. This guy, Chris Metlick, evidently wore the same pair of socks for so long that they got so hard that they broke off of his feet. Like they shattered off of his feet because that's how crusty they were. This is a guy who should have done. It's not that he should have done. He should have had skateboarding appreciate what he was doing and should have had a career in skateboarding because he was doing all the right things. I made an old video a long time ago, and I want to remake it where I talk about this local skate shop. So this team from the years of, early 2000s, they all lived in this area called Bel Air, Maryland. And there's nothing to skate there, and somehow they got, the gnarliest skate team put together. This is all, for the time especially, switch around boarding that rail and stuff like that. These kids just ride for a skate shop. Back nose blunt. Super good skaters. Very zero-coded. But nothing happened for any of them. The kid Ian Smith is the one who big spin love gap and switch pop shove love gap, which is the best trick ever done down it. And Jevons filmed a bunch of this stuff, and none of them ended up having careers in skateboarding. It's a tragedy. It's one thing to be from a small town and get really good. That's super sick, but then you still have to get lucky and have the right people fuck with you. Random rail. Yeah, they just weren't scared, dude. Best heel flip frontside tail slider. Switch front nose. Random kink rails. The way that this footage is compressed is weird, though, isn't it? It doesn't look like it's smushed. That set's been destroyed now. Dunbar 9. I think it's still there. That gap sucks. How was I that day? I did a tail slide great flip out on that ledge that day. I never used the footage, though. Jevin sent it to me, and I lost it, and then I never got it back from him. That rail lands in a bank, but you can't tell. It's a really long bank. It's actually pretty gnarly. It's at Sawmill Middle School, I want to say. If you live in Maryland and you're wondering where that spot is, that's where it's at. Heel flip front tail that rail. Do that Virginia Beach rail. OG spot. That nose grind's fucking insane. Nollie backside flip that. That 3 block. That was a really good rail that's gone. I think it was in Delaware. That's a really good rail that's gone. That was in North Carolina. That's a really good rail that's gone. That one's still there. Trenton. Is that his ender, that front board? No. That's also at Sawmill. No one skates it, though. I don't know if it's still there or not. Someone needs to go there and front crooked or something. It's kind of low to get on, but it's brute. I got a lot of skatology stories that I can tell. Hey, Jack. What up, Brittany? What is this? It doesn't matter how good you are. The right people don't notice. Yeah. Kind of reminds me of Braden Stefanski. Yeah, I could see that. I am, in fact, having a pretty wonderful day. Very mellow day. No plans. The only thing I got to do today is call a bunch of people and wish them happy Thanksgiving. Write some sad, sappy messages to some friends about how I appreciate them. That nerd shit. Your first handrail was the bridge rail? That's sick. You're talking about I know which one you're talking about. It's the square one that Mark Johnson did nollie shove 5-0. I want to say he did a really random trick on. I'm pretty sure that's what he did. And Jerry Asu did that. Jerry Asu did nollie shove 5-0. Mark Johnson did, I want to say, back 270 lip. And Louis Belletta did switchback Smith. Scuba Steve no slid it for whatchamacallit's Ender. PJ Lad's Ender. When you were a wise little heart is open and comfortable doing it. What is this? Hold on. Why can't I scroll up? It can help strengthen the straightness. I don't know why skateboarding is, as you can see, scratches relax against other people stealing, robbing, killing, cheating, raping. What is this about? I don't know why skateboarding is hated more in this district than heinous crimes. What district is that? That sounds awful. Where there's not Circa Ellingtons? Did Ellington ride for Circa? Maybe they were Circas. I thought they were Americas. Because whenever I think of Eric... No, I think they are Americas. I could be wrong, though. Where can I find footage of that rail? Are you talking about the... I'll pull it up right here. Let's make sure we're talking about the same rail. So... You're talking about this rail. PJ Lad. You're talking about this rail, right? If that's the rail that you're talking about, I can take you through a couple of videos that has it. Circuit's Time is such a banger. Circuit's Time was pretty good. For a free video that just came with a Transworld magazine, pretty sick. Okay, bridge rail footage that I know exists. We can go... Jerry... Learn how to spell Dan. He skates it in this. I'm pretty sure this is the video he skates it in. You know what? I don't think it is. I think it's in this, where he shares a part with Lou Barletta. This is a great part to watch. And now both these guys have skateboard companies. Broke his wrist. Ew. If you haven't watched this part, you're in for a treat. Yeah, I want to say that's the rail right there that they're posing in front of. I want to say that Jerry Suda's nollie back shove to back 5-0 on it, and Lou Barletta to switchback Smith. This part's like a good blend of like goofy and fun, but with like some real shit. What a cool spot that was. I remember watching this video, though. This was definitely my favorite part in it. But, like, the other parts in it, like, Chris Dobstaff puts his, like, heart and soul into this part. And, like, the gnarliest half cab ever by Keaton Russell is in this video. Like, people are going all out. And then these guys have last part with, like, a lot of, like, dorking around. There's some real skating in this, too. But it's, like, a lot of dorking around. But I think they were, they're filming for Bag of Suck at the same time. But they're kind of the bigger names on the company at the time. So this video came out like right before Corey Duffel became bigger, and that's cool. Front tail to fakie like that on something that's deep, so sick. He did that with 3 wheels for a sequence in a Transworld. That's like at a skate park now. I always want to see someone do like a slide trick around that corner. Nose grind pop out on this in Bag of Suck was always really sick. Front board pop out's really cool too. That spot's got to be gone. That's such a good ledge. This trick was always so weird. Like half cabbie. I don't know how you would explain it. He just like put so many feet on the wall and like his foot slips, and then he lands it. Man, I can't even think of the last time I watched this video. Last time I watched this video was probably on DVD. But I watched it so many times. I remember I got it for Christmas. And it was snow. There was snow on the ground outside, and we went over to my sister's place. And I remember I went across the street at some like, behind some supermarket, and they had like a little loading dock, and I found a big metal box. And I had just learned I would put water on a sheet of wood and do blunt slides on it. And so I put this metal box off the ledge to where it was like a legitimate, like, it was probably like this high to get on, like a little bit above a curb, and then it dropped off like a little bit above knee high, maybe even waist high. It was kind of a big box. And I sprayed water all over it. Like I took snow and melted it to like get it wet, and then blunt slid it and blunt slid big spinned it because of this video. Like I was so motivated to skate. I remember I was doing like jumping jacks to get like the blood flowing in my feet, and yeah, just cleared out a little bit of snow and learned blunt slide big spins on this little out ledge. Not a camera in sight. Fakey frontside big spin, underrated trick. I think that 3 block still exists. Did I miss the shove at 5-0? I wasn't even paying attention. I think it's in this part though. Where does Jerry rank for me? Like of all time, top 20. I was always a big Jerry fan. This Bag of Suck part's incredible. Louis up there too. I'm a huge Louis fan. I might even be a little bit bigger of a fan of Louis skating just because at the time it was more exciting for me when all this stuff was first coming out. But, I mean, Jerry Sue's one of the greats for sure. I don't know. It's just cool seeing, like, a part that was, like, all about just, like, having fun, and they're still doing, like, some top-tier shit. Like, what is that spot? Look at him. He's on one of these switch nose grinds on a handrail. I think that hub is still going. It's Atlanta. It's not as small as it looks. That is at Rincon, the 4 block, same place. Dude, I want to say the switchback's missing this part. I could be wrong, though. I think the Nollie Shove 5-0, now that I'm watching this part, might actually be in Bag of Suck. What up, Mark Fun? I am, in fact, having an amazing day. Just dorking around online. Yeah. Okay, I wasn't in this part. I'm an idiot. R.I.P. me. That's a trick that never took off. That was his ender, and then... Oh, wait. That's not his ender? Am I tripping? Was the 50-50 no comply out not his ender? I know the front 3 kickflip is the ender of the part, but I could have swore to God that the ender for Jerry C was a 50-50 step off. Okay, hold on. I guess it is. I guess I can Jerry C. Bag of Suck part. On my trip, did he not do Nollie Shove 5-0 on that rail? I'm like positive he does. Yeah. I mean, this is the better of the 2 parts to watch, but... Dude, I swear to God, I know he did that trick on that rail. I don't think it was in a tilt mode video. And I know it's just like thrown in his part too. Oh yeah, this part's so good. Whatever. Let's just get to it. I think another thing that I like a lot about like this part, or kind of just the Bag of Suck video in general, is most of these spots are like San Jose and like up towards SF, like Northern California. So I've never been to any of them. So it's like I don't have that. I like it when I've never been to the spots. It leaves some mystery. Switch front 5-0, shove it out. So random. Like such like a no trick, but it's like one of the things where it's like, well, Jerry did it, so fair game. That hub looks so big. They should, yeah, long lens angle. This was sick. And he does the back over crook shove later. That's a cool trick. I always wanted to skate that spot. I wonder if that's still going. That spot's gone. I remember seeing this and being like, oh, what's he going to do down the 4 block afterwards? And then he doesn't hit the 4 block. And me being disappointed. Because all I wanted to see was hucking. Your guitar. Look how cool this hub was. It looks so fun. Someone, is that still there? Someone take me there to front nose it. Even though I know I definitely couldn't. Let me go there and claim it. Love this switch tray. Oh, he did it so fucking good. And then the switch flip that he does into this bank from the other angle, like how far down it tweaks is so crazy. He like catch it and then just nosedives it. Like, how did that wall not have more wall ride marks? Look like perfect transition up to it. Come on, dude. Where is this nollie shove 5-0? Nollie back tail down the hub. But nollie back tail is such like kind of a... I don't know. Like, people aren't super stoked on that trick. But I think if you do it down something, it's so crazy. Nollie tail slides, front side and back side, I think on rails are legit. Dude, I know that he does nollie shove 5-0 in this part. He has to. That's really sick. That rail's still going, I think. My friend James, pro for their skateboards, he did front blunt shove. That trick's crazy. See, he did that on a handrail like years later for a cover. Come on, where's it? There, here it is. Come on. And then you just got to take my word for it. Lou Barletta does switch backsmith on it in this same video. Yeah, fake your front nose down hubba. I'm pretty sure that's in Arizona. I wonder if that spot's still there. I haven't seen footage of that in a minute. That was a really cool spot. That's a skate park now. Arizona. That's like still a relevant trick. Switch back tail popover. You ever seen the footage of Corey Duffel hitting his head there? Look at this. He did this forever ago. If that clip came out today, it would still be sequence. That too, the nose crown pop out. Tim O'Connor's your favorite skater? That's a good choice. That's a good choice. I'm a big fan of Tim O'Connor too. Come on. Damn, your first board was a 1995 Creature. So, oh, I thought it was a 1995 Creature. I was like, Creature from its first run? That's crazy. Hey, thank you, Anthony. DeVille. Where are we going? Bring a complete change of clothes and shoes if you're going to... Oh, we're going to that spot. Okay. Wait, why are we going there? Isn't he still hurt? Pretty sure he's still hurt. Alright. Rick flip. Like, look at this. One of the most important skaters of that era, and he was pro for Osiris. My, how times have changed. I do think it was way cooler when skateboarding, like, all of the shoe companies were just, like, skateboard shoe companies and nothing else. I mean, like, I think it's great that, you know, skaters got paid a bunch of money and stuff like that, but we'll see. Well, now that skateboarding's getting weird, and the industry is like seems to be shaky for a lot of people. Maybe it'll eventually go back to something like this. Probably not though. If Nike didn't leave yet, I don't think they're leaving anytime soon. Hell yeah. Yeah, that was a really perfect rail to that North Carolina Bridge Rail. I never actually got to skate it. I think when we went there, the rail was gone. Or maybe it was just really shaky and loose and we didn't have anything to straighten out. Because I think I did look at the dimensions of it. Because at the time, like way back then, I was looking for a rail to do front hurricane shove. And I remember people being like, oh, like this would be a good rail for it. But it was like either shaky or it wasn't there. But I can distinctly remember looking down the rail. So I guess it was there. Did he toe drag? Where you at, Black Ninja? He kept it up, dude. We take that. What does he do? Switch blunt? No. Fakey tail. Yeah, there's the back over crook shove. Switch for pop over on that is so sick. Big old switch ollie. Is it Castleberry that kickflipped that? Ollie switch back 180. Wearing crop shirts before anyone else. Fakey flip over that. So sick. This clip's cool. Boom. What a random rail. Like, if there was ever a rail for more slappy tricks to go down, that's a good one. This switch blunt slide is the best trick in his part. I don't care what anyone says. I think a switch blunt slide is way more impressive than the nollie back heel. I think there's a couple skaters that are capable of nollie back heeling that thing. I don't think there's many people in the world who could ever do that switch blunt slide. He did do it really good, though. Big old. Oh, Simon Woodstock. Dude. Simon Woodstock walked so Braille could run. If you don't know who Simon Woodstock is, he had a cover of a Big Brother because he put trucks on a fish tank and skated it. So he was skating non-skateboard things a bajillion years ago. In fact, Ballard, he comes out with us in summer videos. He's who shot it. He also does like the XOXO magazine, which I think I have a copy of over here. But that guy would set up like a skimboard for a skateboard, like put trucks on a skimboard and like frontside big spin a pyramid. Like he was doing that stuff long before Braille ever did any of that stuff. What is Braille doing right now? That's what we really want to do. I know what the people really want to see, dude. What are their views like? These numbers are insane. He's not posting daily, is he? No. He hasn't posted in a couple days. Looks like they were being consistent, and then now they're taking a bit of a break, probably for Thanksgiving. Because, I mean, if your views are already this low, they're going to be non-existent today. Who is this guy? Oh, I guess they're doing like a journey follow of this dude starting to skateboard. Dude, this is crazy. And then he's like doing video game streaming stuff. Well, let's go look at its replacement. Look at the followers that he has. Dude. Yes. Look at these numbers, videos. The reaction video, 30K. Getting good at ledges. Dude, he's fucking killing it. a while ago, I don't know if they're still on here. He initially started like posting about like mental health and stuff like that, and we talked about doing like a collab video a long time ago. But he was in San Diego, and then he started doing Skate IQ, um, and I'm super hyped for him, man. He's a nice guy. He's a sweetheart. Definitely means well. These views are great. How often is he posting? Look how many videos he already has. 914. How many videos do I have? $1,600. That's a lot of videos. How many videos does Dale have? I know that he like took down a bunch of his old videos. What is this? That is the most modern style YouTube thumbnail. 536. Who would have a lot of videos? Oh, David. Guaranteed this guy has a bajillion videos. 3.9 thousand videos. Crazy. John Hill has the same amount as me. That's crazy. What are his videos doing now? Oh, he just posted a video today. He doesn't post every day. I'm surprised that he did Thanksgiving. I haven't watched many John Hill videos in a long time. I'm just like lurking other. You're just watching me lurk in real time. Let's go. This video part, he only lands 9 tricks in it or something like that. But like every trick's so sick. Dale is a spider. Dan, hit up Mowgli for that 6-block spot in Van Nuys. It's the building that's empty with all the sick ladies. Oh, yeah, the Van Nuys courthouse. It's a good spot. Not a fan of John Hill, but I can't deny how good he is at skating. Yeah, he's an incredible skater. He's super good at skating. What is this? What am I looking at here? Hey! Thank you, a weeping tree. What is this? I'm trying to... There we go. So I talked about it earlier. Did that go to the goal? How did that not say it went to the goal? It doesn't make any sense. Like I'm trying to do a skate trip and I want to pay everyone else's way as much as possible. So like any super thanks or anything that I get, I'm just gonna put towards that. So my friends when they go, they don't have to like pay for food and stuff like that. Hopefully. I mean, we'll see how many people we can get in the van. No, thank you. Appreciate it. Lurk the floral shirt guy. Stop trying to get me to watch your garbage, Derek. No one wants to see you skate. No one cares. All they want you to do is stop. Stop gambling. Do you see how many comments there were about intervention for you and your gambling habits? Dude. Okay. Well, hold on. Floral shirt guy, let me see. Dan was skating with Grayson the other day. Yeah, Grayson's sick. Grayson rules. Floral. Wait. FRO. How did I say that? I can't spell. If you didn't know. Is this what you want me watching? Is this the kind of stuff you want me watching? You want me to watch Brandon skate? Switch flip by Joel. Casual. Spot's so sick. Yeah. Oh, he clipped it. That was crazy. Hell yeah, Dylan. Power. Dylan looks good on a skateboard, man. Big rail guys. Ugh. No, we're not watching this. I'm blocking this. It's garbage, dude. Let's just look at this. Oh, look, you can look at me instead. Bad style. I don't even know how I did this. Okay, I'll back it up. I'll back it up, dude. I'll back it up. We'll watch. We'll look at Derek a little bit. Dude. Can I? Wait. Can I? Oh no, I disconnected. Hold on. Where'd it go? Come back. There we go. I'm trying to line up my head. This is what it'd be like if Derek was fucking hot. Oh shit. Okay, now that I've done that. Okay. This spot's sick. Oh, hell yeah, dude. That video just got sick. Oh, I forgot about Cody getting that clip on that. Then we got a bunch of California footage. Yup. Switchback clip on that was warm up. That rail's knobbed. Floral shirt guy himself, dude. You can't have a skate video unless you have a clip in your own video. That should be the rule. Tyler. More floral shirt guy. Come on. Is this Casper in this video? Flindies? Do you know about them New Jersey flat bars? Oh shit, dude. Look at this guy. This guy's fucking sick. This guy looks like he can just yap so good. So this line was supposed to continue after this like really 180 thing. Then I was supposed to do the fakey version of the same trick, the half cab nose to switch 5-0 and then shove it out. But I couldn't land it. So that's what you get. That was also like, that guy's sick. Was that nollie back 5-0? That's a hard trick to hold far. Nollie and fake, it's hard to hold far. But yeah, I never finished that line. Dude. He did that so fucking good. Ew! Who the fuck was that? Whoever that guy is fucking not... Dude. Ew. Okay, first of all, what is this spot? Second of all, why is this not the thumbnail? If that next frame... Oh my god, dude. In your defense, you wear size 40 shoes. Wait, hold on. Oh my god. He's too good at that. Whoa! Look terrifying. Jesus. Are those angle iron ledges still on that spot? Ooh, difficult trick back 180 fake manual. That spot. Oh, they put a little bar at the bottom of that thing. I have an old clip of a front nose big spin on that thing. Yep. Yeah, that was a cool spot too. Did you get glitter bombed? The lens was crazy. That ledge is really hard to skate. Anything on that thing's crazy. Talk about a neighborhood spot. I loved that clip. Big old heel flip. He's so good at heel flips. He has a good one for the full length. He has an NBD on fucking why can't I think of the name of the 4-block? What's a really long 4-block in San Francisco? Why am I brain farting on this? I keep wanting to say Wilshire, but it's not called Wilshire. No, wait, hell yeah, John. Boom. Dude, John's so fucking good. The one that Dylan Jeb Figgy flipped. Why can't I think of the name of that 4-block? That's crazy that I can't. Wallenberg. Dylan has an MBD on Wallenberg. Dude, he played with that rail that day. Mm-hmm. What a cool spot. Crown looks rough, but cool spot. Above coping, dude? Are you renegading Sprite? Uh-oh, here we go. Come on. Come on. Look at that trick. Best trick ever done on that spot. See? Hell yeah. I don't remember if he got another trick on that spot last time he went or not. I remember he was trying some crazy shit. I know Zach did some fucked up shit on that spot. That was sick. Just straight up Ricky Oyola that. Yep. Dude, that's one of the best skaters in New York right there. Dude's so fucking good. He's always been so fucking good. Always had good style. Really good front big spin. Damn, that looked crazy. This makes me want to watch like old like New York videos. Not old, but like mid 2000 New York's videos. Should we watch Smagma? I think I don't know if I have a full part in that video or not. I think I do. I definitely have a lot of stuff in it. I think it's a full part. There's Harley Quinn pants. That was cool. What a cool spot. That's a really good manual pad. Switch tray lip. He did that for like a YouTube. Like, that's in my YouTube video. Like that was easy for him. He was trying some other shit on it. Oh, back to fake. He's so sick. Yeah. Just my New Jersey spot. Football clips? Come on. What are we doing here? Someone backside bigger spin flipped that thing, and his name was Dan Corrigan. In like 2006. Yeah, switch heel front board on that. Dude, the trick that he got on that switch heel front board, for fun. The trick that he got on it for his part, fucking crazy. Oh, this is incredible. This rail's so tall. We're going to need frame by frame it to appreciate it. It's tall and short, so you have to get it up quick. So much crazier to go to 50-50 than 5-0. Proper reaction. I just watched an old ice cream skate clip from your childhood. God bless you and your success in the skate community. Cheers from Canada. Hey, thanks. Thanks. Keep 694. Go Bills. When I watch Pal vids, I need a reminder that from D. I need to remember that from D. What's that mean? Oh. Play Hellion? We could do that. Should we watch Hellion next? How long have we been streaming? I don't know if it says. Oh yeah, it does. 2 hours and 21 minutes. It's a long stream. Yeah, we can watch, let's see. I like how you use the thumbnail. It's like him and him. How many views is this? Yeah, this video's killing it. Some video parts still get really good views really fast. And I'm glad that Grayson is having like this resurgence in his career. Jesus Christ. It's crazy that his like mentality is like this towards skateboarding, but then he's just like such a nice dude. That's so much more fucked than you realize. Like, it probably looks like just a quarter pipe 50-50. That's insane. Like, that back 50-50 on that kink rail to me is less gnarly than that gap to 50-50 around the corner. There's very good reason that so many people skate Washington Street and you've never seen anyone go over that channel to grind around the corner. Street Grayson goes wild. So far. Yep. Roof ride. Damn, that was crazy. He didn't even pop out of the nose one. He just like was in. Yep. Olling it going that direction is tough. Finding new lines at Washington Street is fucking crazy. So much stuff has been done there, so like anything you see that hasn't been done, like there's good reason. I forget what he did here. Oh yeah, crook bonk in and then hits this wall plant. Matthew did that. Matthew did some fuck shit on that thing for his part. That's also Washington Street. Nose one on that's fucking ridiculous. Wait, whoa, why'd they cut that so fast? Do you think he looped out? This wall is really hard to get to. It doesn't look like it, but that wall is crazy tough. Like, you're probably not going to be able to get to the top for anything besides rocks. Why'd that cut so fast? It looks like he's in control. And I think if he looped out, they would have left it in there because that would look raw. I wonder what, maybe they just cut it to match up with the music. Big old rail. Yep. That was the one that was the cover, right? That was a cover. Big old heel flip. The stinky grab? Prop rally into front crook. So sick. He's grinding some big fucking rails. That rail was so random though. That was fucking terrifying. He was like power sliding on the way down. Front 185. Okay, I take it back. Front 185 O's are cool on rails and on transition. What a fucked up line. It's like 2 single tricks in a line. Dude. So crazy. Go to that skate park and look at that gap. It's insane. That skate park's not far from El Toro. Wait till you see what Matt did in this backyard pool. That got a banger in there. I think Matt also did that, but I think it's in one of my YouTube videos. That cake is crazy. Yeah, Matt did do that in one of my... No, Matt didn't do it frontside. Matt did it backside. Matt did backside melon tail smack in one of my YouTube videos on the same diving board. But this cake right here that is like wall ride, air wall ride. That's fucking insane. I remember we were there. Ozzy told us that it got ollied, and we were just like, how the fuck did he get to it? Doesn't look real. It's like pool footage is so hard to talk about to people who like haven't actually skated a bunch of backyard pools. Like the dimensions of this stuff is so crazy. And since you're seeing such like normal tricks done on it, it's really easy to assume that it's like, oh, it's like decent transition or at least like tolerable transition, but it's like not. Like your local skate park ripper cannot go to a backyard pool and get down. It's a whole other thing. What a fucking cool setup that is. I mean, it's quite obvious who filmed this. Like, that fence has always been there, and I never seen anyone touch it. He's getting down on these big old back grinds. This is fucking impossible. I've heard people talk shit on this. The way he landed and stuff like that. Go look at it. Just go to it. Just go to it. Go to Washington Street and look at this corner. Also, he has heads bleeding. Doing a frontside flip around this transition and the angle of it, I imagine, is similar to trying to frontside flip the corkscrew thing at Bob Burnquist's house. Like, they're very close to the same thing. The difference is the corkscrew thing at Bob Burnquist's house is really mellow to make it work, give you a soft place to run out of. That thing goes to vert immediately. The transition on that corner is great. I'll give you an example of how steep that transition is. The first or second time I went there, I went to carve over the love seat backside, and it made me do a backsmith grind because it throws you up so fast and quick. Like, it feels like Slappy-esque, but the transition at the bottom kicks you forward. It's like kind of like a China wall to quarter pipe around. It's fucking crazy. That frontside flip is insane. Hard to appreciate if you haven't been there. I understand why it's a Zender. It by difficulty and craziness alone, it is a Zender, but I don't think it shines through. And he was bleeding in his head, so I imagine going back and doing it again probably wasn't an option. I think someone said that his toe dragged. I know that him and Black Ninja have some online beef. Yeah, definite toe drag. But, like, dude, just go there. Just go there. So crazy. Like, look how, dude. The vert, like the vert's here, man. Crazy. All right, well, I'm going to go find something to eat. Shout out to everyone coming in. Dan Fletcher's greater than Dan Corrigan. I agree, dude. Dan Fletcher goes hard. Have I dove into any philosophies like Stoicism? Yeah. I mean, I'm aware of it. I don't participate in Stoicism. did I go through my Kant and Friedrich Nietzsche phase when I was like 17, 18? Yeah, of course, but not my thing. Not gonna lie, I like the new sci-fi fantasy team video. Dude, fucking, it's such a good video. That video is another good example of like skateboarding being enjoyable to watch over top of being super gnarly. Not saying that like, you know, like Ryan Lay and Corey Glick and, you know, like some of the pro skaters in there didn't do really good stuff and we're doing like that kind of skateboarding. But what I'm saying is like there's also like a big emphasis on like just enjoyable, tasteful skating. Yeah, sci-fi fantasy video was good. Ooh. But yeah, I'm gonna skedaddle. I'm gonna go try to find something to eat. But yeah, thanks to everyone who showed up. Really appreciate it. And I will see you guys sooner than later. I'm gonna start doing at least once or twice a week when I do a video like covering something. Like there's gonna be a video coming up later this week where I'm gonna review all of Zach Doling's footage and all of his parts and stuff like that and talk about it. Yeah, need to go live more often because it's just a cool way for me to interact with you, and it's responding to DMs and comments can get overwhelming pretty fast. So this is like kind of the best way to do it. Shout out New Jersey, dude. Peace, guys. Good night.